3 months ago, I decided to start a brand new e-commerce store with 0 sales and 0 visitors. My first month in November, we actually made $0. But our second month in December, we ended up making $6,000 in sales between both our Shopify and our Amazon listings. And our third month, we pretty much doubled that. And we ended up in January with about $11,000 in sales, which was the best record month for that new brand. And this month, we're on track to double that again and hopefully close out around $20,000 to $30,000 in sales for the fourth month of business with this new brand. And you're probably thinking to yourself, wow, those results were so underwhelming. And to be honest, they really are, especially if I compare them to another brand that I've been running for years now that generates millions of dollars selling products just like these two. Now, I don't know what your current circumstances are, whether you're just getting started and you're trying to make a few dollars, or you're experienced and you're looking to make way more money than what you currently are. But what you need to understand is when it comes to starting something, everybody starts in the same place. And with that comes the same challenges when something new is being born. And the reason why I'm making this video is I really wanted to walk you guys through the process of starting something from scratch. Even though I have another brand that generates millions of dollars a year, starting a new brand is not going to guarantee or fast track my success into millions of dollars right away, just because I have all that experience. Because the bricks that I have to build in order to get started are similar to what I had to build years ago for this other brand. And really what I want to show you guys right now is the main things and the checklist that I had to go through from month 1 to month 3 in order to get this new brand to where it is today, generating a few $1,000s every single month, with the goal of obviously scaling that and growing that to something way bigger. So let's dive into my screen. So month 1 is all about setting up the foundations, right? So your first question is probably how I found the product idea. And without going too in depth into it, honestly, I found the product. I had a good feeling about it. I seen a lot of people talking about it between TikTok, Facebook groups, and starting to see a lot of threads being posted about it on Twitter. And I was like, okay, I think there's an opportunity here for me to be able to sell this product. That's exactly what I did. I didn't try to overcomplicate it and overthink it and talk my way out of the product. And I thought to myself, what is the worst thing that can happen? Well, it's either I lose a little bit of money or I sacrifice some of my time and end up with no result. But the best case scenario is I end up turning a simple idea, call it a gut feeling, into a multi-million-dollar business. So I decided to go with that. So setting up my website was honestly also pretty easy. I used a basic Shopify template for this. I set up a homepage, a product page, and an about us / contact us page just to make people feel safe about buying from us and show them that it's not a scam. And honestly, from there, everything else was pretty easy. Just walking through setting up Amazon, obviously with your information, setting up your TikTok shop, and just really getting together the basic stuff you need as a brand owner, right? Which is a good product picture, and a few pictures of your product with actual humans, right? To show that it's an actual real thing that people can touch and feel. And it's not just a 3D render or a random thing they found on the street that you want people to buy. And, before I jump into month 2 here, and what I always see, from my experience being in the space and kind of just observing others, is a lot of people have this fear of getting started because they have so much pressure on themselves to make this first product or their first try at starting an ecom brand, have to be successful from day one. But it really doesn't. Right? The whole point of starting brands and starting stores and, just getting into this process is to just level up your skills and improve yourself until you find something that is going to work. You might not need to set up, the best Shopify store or the best looking photo shoot for your product. All of this stuff is not really important when you're first getting started. All that matters is having the bare minimum where it feels good enough, where somebody is confident in buying from you. If you're selling a $30 product, it doesn't require, a $10,000 photo shoot in order to sell a $30 product to 100 people. So just think about it from that perspective and be like, okay, how can I set something up that looks legitimate enough, cool enough, comfortable enough, where you as a consumer would actually buy from? And if that checks off, then you are good to launch and you don't have to overstress or overthink about everything else. Now, going into month 2, well, this is where the actual work started, right? We had everything set up, we had the bare minimum in place, and now it's like, okay, how do we generate our first few sales and start making some money here? So I would say the theme for the second month is really just testing and learning. The first thing we had to do is work with creators. So I went on Twitter, I went on TikTok, and I started searching up UGC creators. And really, I just started reaching out to a bunch of people that I've either worked with or I want to work with this new brand that I thought would be a good fit. And depending on the type of creators and the type of skill sets that you have or they have, well, you need to figure out how much you want to pay them, right? And I would say, honestly, for what we started, we ended up hiring a few creators that solely focus on creating like AI content, green screen content, and just a few like different TikTok videos. And we ended up paying all in about $300 to $500 per creator. Now, once we got the actual talent to start making the content, well, this is where I kind of put together a creator brief, I call it, which is combining all the research that I've gathered about my product, the benefits it has, the problems it solves, who the ideal customer for that product is. And I did all of this using literally Claude, ChatGPT, and just doing research on TikTok. I went ahead and I created this 1-page document saying, okay, based off all of this information, the best way to sell this product is by following steps 1, 2, 3. And the creators started making videos, and some of the videos would get a good amount of views. Some of them would start shitting the bed. And that was completely normal, to be honest, right? Because again, the whole theme behind this month was to really just test and learn what's going to work and what's not going to work. Now, on top of that, I'm a pretty luxurious guy, I like to say. So I always come into the market wanting to be the most expensive product because I feel like that is the easiest way to stand out, right? When everybody's competing at $24, $25, $29, I come in and I'm like, hey, guess what? I'm the same exact product. I now want to sell it to you guys for $40. Some people bite, some people don't. But this month, I really had to test out a few different price points until I found somewhere that was good enough, converting at a high enough percentage, but also getting us the volume that I wanted to see based off the effort that we were putting into this business. Before I move on to month 3, again, if you're seeing this and you feel overwhelmed, you're like, maybe I need to get more creators, or, I should do the same thing as Mo did. Well, honestly, again, you don't really have to do that. I would say this is the bare minimum you would want to do. And maybe it doesn't have to be multiple creators like we did. Maybe you can just find one person, right? Or you become that one person that can post these videos and create these videos. And from there, once you found a video that is performing, that shows you results that you want to see, then you can go ahead and start hiring more creators. And that's what I did. So now we talk about month 3, right? And we double our sales between the second and the third month, and hopefully we can do that again. What did I do? Well, I called it content multiplication, right? Which is now that we've created one video that has gone viral and the most amount of engagement and most importantly generated a sales. Now I'm like, okay, this type of video with this type of problem, solution, benefit, introduction in the video is working. Cool. How do I go ahead and create more, right? So I find more creators, I create new hooks, and I start producing more content that answers the same objections and solves the same problem that one video did. And that's what allowed us to double our revenue, right? We just doubled the input into the style of content that is actually working, and we stopped doing everything else that wasn't. And that really turns into, again, the marketing expansion, right? So now that you've figured out what's working, now you are more confident spending more money and spending more time, which is most importantly, right, into creating content and growing this product. And that's where I started gaining more interest. I'm like, yo, I think we have a banger idea here. I think we have a multi-million-dollar opportunity. So let me go ahead and invest a few more hours into this for the week. And that's exactly what I did. And now, as month 4 is almost coming to an end, we are on track to have one of our biggest months ever and really position ourselves for growth. Where now I feel comfortable not only investing more time, but maybe even hiring another person or two to start helping us with some of the tedious tasks that I don't want to do. And that's really all it takes to start an e-commerce brand. It's not about the most expensive photo shoot. It's not about the best looking website. It's not about the best ad strategy from the most budget in the world with the most experienced person behind, your computer clicking the buttons. It's simply about finding something that people are talking about, making sure that thing solves a problem that people are facing, and just putting the bare minimum effort behind it to make it look presentable enough where people are willing to pay you for it. And if you can do that, then maybe you will also stumble across a multi-million product idea, just like I did with this new one. And hopefully I can continue scaling this product and reveal it in the upcoming months for you guys and really be able to show you guys the progress that we're making as we start this thing from scratch. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comment section below. I would love to answer them. And if you're looking to get started with your own e-commerce brand, then definitely check out the link in the description below where we go ahead and help people start and scale their own e-commerce brand inside the Momentum University. Momentum University has hundreds of students inside of it that we've helped quit their 9-to-5 jobs and start making a full-time income from home, following the same exact strategies that I show you and that I actually implement every single month for my businesses. If you're interested in something like that, check out the link below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.